I am back to speak about systems today that you can use in order to create new habits and stay consistent and reach your goals 10 times faster. But before I go into it, I want to summarize the 3 steps that you want to do before you implement those systems. Number 1, you want to think about your why and write it down and pin it to your fridge, and it has to have a deep meaning to you. So you remember the reason why you want to lose weight or why you want to increase your energy, and pursue on the action when you don't feel motivated. Then number 2, you want to create triggers, and this is what I'm going to go into today. So you can create systems for yourself that keep you accountable and make you stay consistent. And then number 3, or actually including in number 2, you don't only want to create the triggers, but you want to make sure that you repeat the new behavior until it becomes a habit. And then number 3, you want to reward yourself, and remember to not punish yourself or talk badly towards yourself when you don't have a great day, you are feeling low in energy, or you eat something that you didn't want to eat. Remember to not beat yourself up and get into this black or white mindset, because this is not going to help you, and you rather want to get into a mindset of being compassionate with yourself and move on as soon as you can. Don't wait for the next day, don't wait for Monday. You continue as soon as you can. In order to create a system in your life that works for you and for your lifestyle, you want to get clear, first of all, on the person that you want to become. And the way you can go about it is you can ask yourself, how do you want to feel? And you can also ask yourself, what can you do right now to make you feel good? And then you can think about 2 ways of either you want to build a new habit or you want to break a habit. And this is something, again, that you look into your everyday life, your habits, your lifestyle, and you can evaluate that for yourself, what it is that you need to change. And I just want to give you some examples what I do in my everyday life. And don't get me wrong, I am not perfect. I also have days where I don't feel like doing something and I let it slip. But the majority of my days is built in a way that makes me feel good, and I organize myself to create habits that support my goals. The first thing that I do is I have a big water bottle that's 1 liter, and then I have another water bottle for my gym that's half a liter. So that's already 1.5 liter of water that I'm drinking for sure every day. In this way, I kind of track it and make sure that I do reach a certain amount of water and stay hydrated. And then the other thing that I wanted to do the whole of last year, and I was failing on it the whole time because I didn't have a system in place, and I only started doing this year, and it's working really well. So I've got myself like a little box, and every evening I'm cutting my vegetables and I keep it in this box to put it in the fridge so I can have it the next day either as a snack or with my lunch or my dinner. And in this way I ensure that I also eat my fiber and I have my vitamins. And oh yes, and speaking of vitamins, I'm also taking supplements, so I have a little box that I fill up every evening also for the next day, so I don't have to think about it, and it triggers me to to do the thing without having to think about it. And yes, of course, it takes some time to prepare, but at the end of the day, it does make me feel good and it supports my goals and what I want to achieve. And the other thing that I'm actually not doing, but one of my clients, she told me that she is putting out her clothings for the whole week. For example, on a Sunday, she is planning her outfits for every day of the next week. This probably wouldn't really work for me, but this is the perfect example that something works for one person really well, and then for the other person, something else works much better. So I just want to share some examples with you so you can decide what systems you can create for yourself, and maybe even think of other ways that you can do in order to pursue on your new habit. And then the other thing which is really helpful if you are struggling with losing weight or sticking to a certain amount of calories or not wanting to overeat, what is really helpful is to prepare your meals and plan them ahead. This is something that helps you not to think about food all day long. You know you have your food prepared, and it's a great way to set you up for success and pursuing your weight loss goal. The other thing that is helpful as well, I don't personally do that, but maybe it will help you. For example, to create post-it notes or set an alarm on your phone with whatever you want to do. And when you get the reminder, then it kind of triggers you to do the thing. And then examples for breaking a habit, and I think we all can relate to it, is to put your phone away. Put it in another room, put it in a drawer, and only get it out when you've completed your tasks. Or another example is if you want to reduce eating sweets or sugar. I'm not saying to eliminate it, don't do that. You, for example, you buy small packages. You know, when you are in the supermarket and you go to the counter to pay, they have in the front the small packages. So you can get those instead of the big packages and have that after a lunch or after your dinner. And with this, you break the habit of opening the whole package and eat it all and then regret it later. So these are just two examples of how you can break a habit. And then the last step that I would suggest for you is to get an accountability partner. Either you have a friend or a colleague or a family member that you can check up on each other on a regular basis and keep each other accountable. And if you don't have that, then you know what I'm going to suggest to you. You can go to my website www.mspire.co.uk and you can sign up for a free initial consultation and talk to me personally. And in this way, we can discuss what is your nutrition looking like at the moment, what are your fitness goals, what is your daily routine looking like, what kind of habits do you have, so we can ensure that you reach your goal. And trust me, I'm going to keep you accountable in a way that works for you and for your lifestyle. I hope this was helpful and you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.